Good day everyone, I'm Hurley of RFI Reviews here, back at it again with my review for the ND Audio Venus or ND Venus. First and foremost, I'd like to thank ND Audio for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest, transparent review. Just like my reviews ever since, I am honest to the core when it comes to giving my thoughts and opinions on my reviews. Kasi, para win-win sa ating lahat yun. Like, you get to hear my honest thoughts about it, hindi ka mapa-impulse buy, mababawasan yung blind buy mo, and at the same time, hindi ako mahirapan mag-edit, hindi ako mahirapan tagpi-tagpi, kumbaga, ng mga reviews ko or ng mga thoughts ko about it. Okay? So, ND Audio Venus is a recent IEM from ND Audio. This is my first time that I have been contacted with the ND Audio, and upon looking on their products, they mostly focus on the hyper budget. I believe most of their products are hyper budget sets, if not under $20, mostly under $20. So there is, sabihin na nating a handful or probably a lot of IEMs under $20. So, and there are some compromises about those, whether it be sa packaging, sa sound, it can be, or sa fit. It varies from IEM to IEM, and the Audio has that as well, since this is a budget IEM. Kaya siya, this retails for around $15, I believe, or mas lower pa doon. I'll put the product link in the description below. Okay? Non-affiliated yan, of course, as always. So, ayun, I am not expecting that much on this IEM rin, kasi again, this is a hyper budget set. There will be compromises talaga. There will be some drawbacks, or there will be some ifs and what ifs, diba? Ayan. So, this is what you get in the box. It's not much, I know. Like pairs of ear tips to see fit, and the IEMs itself, at saka yung cable. As you can see, the cable gets tangled easily. This is a basic cable. I've seen this 8 years ago from a brand that I used to grow with nung time na yon. And it is not really a problem sa price na to, but at the same time, it is simple din sa sa price category niya. Either there's nothing extravagant about it, it just gets the job done nga, kumbaga. But if I have to nitpick, it gets tangled easily. Pero yun nga, kasi sa price na to, I wouldn't really consider that as a con. Kasi there's not much IEMs na may magandang cable sa price na to. So there's that, okay? And ayun, here's the IEMs itself, as you can see. And diba, I've seen this design as well before, yung clockwork design. It's nothing new. And ayun nga, very lightweight. Maganda yung fit, comfort, and isolation. I had no problems with it. Maganda naman, hindi naman siya masakit sa tenga when it comes to fit. As for the drivability, I had no problems about it either. Pwede mo siya isaksak sa dock, but at the same time, wala rin naman problem if isasaksak mo siya directly sa phone. Hindi siya mahirap ma-drive. Madali lang siya ma-drive, as most budget IEMs are. It is kind of expected din, kasi most budget IEMs are designed to be plug and play. Like to be used as an everyday carry, for daily use, diba? For conference calls, Zoom calls, casual listening, FPS games and such. And the Venus caters those types of usage and those types of people. So, ayun, hindi siya, to me, in my opinion, hindi siya for those seasoned hobbyists, kumbaga, or for those audiophiles. There are better sets than this. If you are an audiophile and you're looking for something na palatable sa preferences mo. But for most people or average consumer who just wants a decent sounding earphone, this may suffice, or this can be an option to them. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa sound signature. As for the sound signature of this IEM, this is a very V-shaped sound signature. So, fun sounding siya. na naglilin sa basis side of the spectrum. I kinda expected this kasi most people na naghahanap under 500 pesos na IEM na nagtanong sa akin wants a bassy warm sounding set. Well, technically, this isn't like warm, but more of this is a bassy set siya. It could be a hyper-budget bass head's dream if ipipilit. Since this is a sub-bass focused IEM. Sub-bass focus, ibig sabihin, elevated talaga yung bass niya. Particularly sa sub-bass, it is thick. Actually, thicker than the whole region of the IEM or the other regions like the mids and the highs. Mas makapal yung bass nito or yung region na to compared dun sa dalawang yon. Okay? So, yung bass niya is nasa boomy side. It is expected. Boomy side na medyo naglilinger. It is a bit slow but not slow for me to call it sloppy. Ayan. Aside doon, yun, maganda siya for like most genres. Like ngayon, yung mga bassy genres, EDM, you have no problems with it if we're considering the price of this IEM. No problems doon. Okay, as for the mids, yung mids niya is recessed and sometimes it can drown. Depende sa track. Depende kung gaano ka-busy yung track. Okay, there's a noticeable mid-bass bleed. Kaya may times nagtutunog ngongo siya to my ears, at least yung lower mids. Nagiging makapal at the same time parang muffled yung lower mids at times. Pero nahalata ko lang naman siya when kinumpare ko siya sa isang budget set na talaga, very comparable kasi magkapareho lang sila ng price halos. And at the same time, yun lang din yung best for me under 500 pesos na IEM currently as I post this review, di ba? More into that later. Okay? Sa upper mids naman, it is elevated, it is bright, it is clear enough for calls and games, for casual listening. But at the same time, meron din siyang mild sibilant sa very sibilant prone tracks. I kinda expected this kasi most IEMs dito sa price na to either dark or may ganun talaga or may times mas malala pa. May pierce na. Which is I'm not a fan of, despite me being reviewing bright or neutral bright IEMs for the past years. I don't know. Kaya yun. Yun din yung dahilan kung bakit hindi siya pwede for hindi siya pwede for those people na very sensitive yung tenga. Sa upper frequencies. Hindi siya pwede in the sense na probably it can be fatiguing to them. Depende dun sa kanta and sa volume nila. Although, hindi mo naman need mag-push ng volume dito since this is an easy to drive IEM. Pero yun nga, I'd still need to make precaution na if very sensitive yung tenga mo sa upper mids or sa elevated upper mids or sa peaky upper mids, this is not for you. There are better sets out there or a better set, which is sasabihin ko mamaya. Okay? Now, as for the treble, just like the upper mids, it is also elevated, it is bright, but at the same time, tulad nga din siya ng upper mids na thin. It will sound thin, may peaks pa rin naman, pero hindi siya kasi lala ng upper mids in my opinion. Sakto lang naman din yung pagkaka-represent niya ng mga cymbals and higher notes. So, ayun. The detail retrieval is nothing to write home about then. It is average at best for its price. Nakaka-pick up naman siya ng micro details, pero hindi siya, syempre, pang critical listening. Even though it is a common sense, I'd like to highlight that one kasi baka may mag-expect ng extra details extra detail retrieval dito sa IEM na to. Let us move to the technical performance. As for the technical performance, it is average at best again. There's nothing too groundbreaking, which I expect sa price na to. I'm not glazing or sugarcoating. It's just the reality. Now, you can't expect that much or extra for this price. Syempre mabibigla ka if may something na extra siya for this price. But in this case, it is average at best. I've seen and heard this type of quality sa ibang IEMs sa price range na to. So, it is a no surprise for me. Yung soundstage niya, it is wider than deep, like the usual. Separation and layering, it is average. May times nagkakaroon ng congestion, depende kung gaano kabigat or kung gaano ka busy yung tracks mo. And the imaging is accurate enough for games. So, lalo na pag like yung FPS competitive gaming or podcast, there's nothing problem with it. It is average. Oo, pero ayun nga, don't expect too much. It just gets the job done. Ayun yung parang pinaka-gist na itong reviewing to. It just gets the job done. Okay? Now, saan natin siya pwede i-compare? In my book, I can only compare this to the one and only IEM na for me is the best under 500 pesos. Retail or SRP, hindi sale, hindi may discount or walang vouchers and all of those stuff. Which is the KZ EDC Pro, which I currently use up till today, lalo na sa conference calls. Si KC-EDC Pro is a warmer, thicker sounding set when compared dito. Sure, this is more bassy compared doon, but at the same time, yung kapal ng tunog ng EDC Pro is smooth and very, very easy to listen. Oo. Kasi hindi iwan yung kapal niya sa upper frequencies. Sakto lang talaga yung kapal. Ayun nga lang, hindi siya kasing bassy neto. Pero yung coherence, kumbaga, ayun yung term na sinasabi nila, yung coherence, kumbaga, ng kapal ng frequencies across the entire spectrum is nasa EDC Pro. Yung technical performance, it is about the same. Sabihin na natin mas lamang, actually mas lamang slightly, very very slightly dun sa isang kanta na napakinggan ko, which is yung Let Me Hear Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Mas lamang yung EDC Pro sa separation and layering, but not much. Walang ang tawag dun, walang something mind-boggling or anything like that. Pero ayun nga, overall sa tonal performance and sa timbre, I'd pick the EDC Pro. This is the ND Venus is still also still a recommendable set, pero hindi siya yung una kong maiisip. Ayun yung verdict ko dun eh. Hindi siya yung una kong maire-recommend or maiisip when it comes to recommending IEMs under 500 pesos. Kung gusto mo yung design, go for it. Wala namang mawawala sa'yo eh. Hindi rin naman siya like pangit yung tunog either. Actually, this is more than enough for an average user or for a casual listener. It just gets the job done, but don't expect too much na parang this is the best IEM in the world or anything that kind of stuff. No, it's not. It is far from it. Reliable lang talaga siya and serviceable. It just gets the job done. Ayun yung parang pinaka verdict ko talaga dito sa ND Venus. Okay? And now that ends my ND Audio Venus review. I know it is short, pero ano naman din talaga kasi I have nothing to say about this IEM. It is not bad, but at the same time, hindi rin siya like good. Sakto lang. Average at best. Ayun lang yung sinasabi ko. Average at best. It just gets the job done. Again, I'd like to thank ND Audio for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Actually, this is a long due review na in the sense na ang tagal dumating na itong unit na to sa akin. It took weeks para dumating. Which is understandable naman din. Probably na-stuck to sa post or something. But hey, at least, di ba, this review exists. Okay, ang next review ko, as you can see, I have a lot here. And ito yung next, the NF Acus. Yes, this is the NF Acus. Ayan. The NF Acus, formerly NF Audio NM20. The NF Acus said na this is a direct upgrade from the NF Audio NM2. An IEM which I really loved and encouraged me to review more IEMs. Actually, nung NF Audio pa sila. That was like years ago. Probably 4 or 3 years ago na. So, stay tuned for that review. Now, see you on the next one.